Everyone Has a Story is a novel written by author Savi Sharma. When it became a bestseller, she went on to bring out its second installment in the same name. But I am not reviewing this book. I have a fond memory related to this book and I just want to share that good story with you all. Well, it happened a couple of years ago. Reading is one of my favorite pastimes. Though I don't get much time to read in my hectic work schedules, I manage to read a few good books here and there whenever I get time. I often review them. That was when Everyone Has a Story was released and I had purchased it from Amazon. I usually carry books when I travel. A part of my luggage is occupied by books which I love to read. In that journey, I had carried a couple of books. One among them was Everyone Has a Story. I had read a few pages of the book on one side of my journey. My return journey was planned from my brother's home at Jindal Vidyanagar Township to Bangalore. Jindal Vidyanagar Township is located in Tornagallu in Ballari district. My brother had booked my ticket from the township and I had to board the bus by 10 p.m. After having delicious dinner in my brother's home, I was dropped at the pickup point by my brother, my sister-in-law and their son. Though the boarding place was at a short distance from the home, I preferred to be there well in advance as I usually do. And since it was cloudy and drizzling a bit that day, I could convince my brother to drop me at the bus station early. It was the festival season of Dasara and there were few passengers to travel that night. In fact, I remember that I was the only person who boarded the bus from the township, which is the starting point of the journey towards Bengaluru. I also remember that there were only 5 people on the bus in the entire journey until we reached Bangalore. I, driver and conductor of the bus started from the township and 2 others boarded the bus on the entire route, which was more than 300 kilometers between the township and Bangalore. Karnataka road transport is one of the busiest transportation and travelling modes. It connects every corner of Karnataka. I just love to travel in KSRTC buses. KSRTC stands for Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation. The bus I boarded was a luxurious semi-sleeper named Airavata. I was at the window on the left side in the 4th row. I boarded the bus once my brother's family drove back home after dropping me. I got my ticket number and travelling details verified by the conductor and took my seat after having placed my luggage in the luggage cabin. There was more than half an hour for the bus to depart. I opened my handbag and took the novel from it. Everyone Has a Story. I opened another zip of the bag and took the pencil from it. I am habituated to underline important lines and quotes in the books. I put the handbag too in the luggage cabin at the top after taking my water bottle. I straightaway opened to page 36 at which I had placed the bookmark. I had to start reading from page 37. I read around 17 to 18 pages when the driver and conductor came back after having their dinner. The conductor smiled at me and enquired if I had my dinner. I said yes. He said, "Sir, we will start in 2 minutes. If you want to continue reading, you can. Tell me when you are done so that we can switch off the light." Generally, the bus will switch off the lights once the journey starts. This conductor was kind enough to give me an option. I thought it might be because I was all alone and he thought that I am getting bored. I was actually tired and wanted to sleep badly. The good ambience of the bus was inviting me to get into sleep. I asked the conductor to switch off the lights once the bus starts and that I would prefer to sleep. Once the lights went off and the bus started its journey, I once again placed the bookmark at the page which I had last read and closed the book. I placed the book in the pouch meant to keep the book in front of my seat. I could have easily put the book back into my bag, but I thought I would take it once I reach my destination, Bengaluru. a small laziness, I feel. I had to take my bag from the cabin, put the book in it, place it back into the cabin, and then go to sleep. But I was too dizzy to do that. I was confident of taking it since I don't forget my belongings anywhere. And it was a book. My life. I wouldn't forget it at any cost. I checked my inbox for emails and quickly replied to a couple of messages before I slept, putting my phone on silent mode. I had a good sleep and a happy journey. I was again the last person to drop down at the final point of the destination in Bengaluru, the Majestic bus stop. I bid goodbye to the conductor and driver and got down with my luggage. It was early in the morning, around 4:30 am. I crossed over to reach the BMTC bus stop. BMTC stands for Bengaluru Metropolitan Transport Corporation, from where the city bus services start. City buses or public transport bus services in Bengaluru starts very early in the morning. I knew I would get the first bus to my locality Uttarahalli by 4:45 or 5 am. I did. The bus had started towards my destination and had moved about 5 minutes that it stuck to my mind. Oh my God, my book. I had forgotten to collect Everyone Has a Story from the bus. I sort of went mad. It was not a costly affair and I would have ignored it, but as I said, books are my life. I thought for a while, then something flashed to me. When we book tickets online, we could get the phone number of the conductor or driver for emergency contact along with the ticket details. I opened my phone and quickly found the conductor's number and called him. It was already 20 minutes ago that I had dropped down from the bus. There was a feeble chance that the conductor would receive my phone early in the morning. The driver and conductor too would be heading home for rest after a hectic journey. I took a chance after initial hesitation and called him. Luckily, the conductor received my call and also identified me. I mentioned that I had forgotten the book in the bus and it would be kind enough if he could collect it. He said, "Sir, I have already left the bus depot and am heading towards my home, but I will go back and collect your book from the bus." I said, "It's okay, forget it. Please don't go back. Intimate someone in the depot to collect the book and keep it with them, and later you can collect it from them." The conductor said, "No sir, I'll go personally, but how would I give it back to you?" I knew that the same driver and conductor often traveled in the same bus route. The conductor had mentioned the previous night that he and the driver regularly drove from Bengaluru to Vidyanagar, Jindal Township, and back to Bengaluru from the township the same night. Their shift altered with other drivers and conductors, and they would get to go the same route twice or thrice a week. I said, "Next time when you go to the township, you can give that book to my brother who had come to drop me. I will collect the book from him, else he will send it to me through courier." The conductor obliged. I intimated the same to my brother too. But my brother's family was traveling to Goa the following night for vacation. My brother, anyhow, entrusted one of his friends to collect the book. 2 days later, the bus conductor had delivered the book to my brother's friend at the township. 4 days later, my brother collected the book from his friend after returning from Goa. And couple of months later, I collected Everyone Has a Story from my brother. I later called back the conductor and thanked him for his good gesture. Isn't it a cute story of a good person? Who would do that for anyone? The conductor was nobody to me, neither a friend nor a family member. He was just a good person. We were just a part of the same journey on a single night. We had just spoken a few words, and it was not a big deal. It was a matter of a book, just a book, and that conductor took so much pain to collect it and return it back to me. It was not his duty or responsibility, it was his goodness which made him do what he did. Thanks is a small word for such good people. It is true, every journey has a story. Every journey is a story by itself. Some stories are good, some are bad, some are worth forgetting, and many are worth remembering. This is one lovely story I would like to remember always, would like to treasure it. I would dedicate this story to every driver and conductor of KSRTC who leave their families, spend sleepless nights, and help us reach our destinations safely. They take us through dark and untrodden routes while we sleep without worry and make our journeys happy and memorable. If you have liked this story, kindly forward it to your friends and good circles. Catch up with you all in my next episode with yet another interesting story. Bye for now.